Hey guys, Justin here. I just wanted to welcome you guys to my channel and say thank you for stopping by. I understand your time's valuable, and because of that, I'm going to try to make sure I roll you out some good content and try to keep from wasting your time. Um, that being said, I tend to find myself being busy quite often, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to get as much stuff to keep you guys entertained out there as I can. But I'm hoping to keep up with more than one a month is my current goal. So I know I've got a lot of videos backed up, so I'm hoping here within the first couple of months we can kind of catch up on some of those. But like I said, a lot of this stuff that I get into I think might be of interest to some other people, so I'll let you guys in on it as well. Part of what we've got coming up, it's been a few months, but I bought a couple of laptop coolers, and I want to try to use Open Hardware Monitor to actually provide you guys some temperature data to show you. I had Tree Newbie actually asked me to review their cooling pad a couple of times, so we're going to use theirs, and I've got an Opolar hanging off the side of the laptop also, and I'm kind of using both in conjunction right now, so I'll be able to kind of give you guys a baseline, and then we'll do just the cooling pad and then just the the extractor fan on the side, and then we use both together, and you guys will actually be able to see which one works better by itself, and kind of how much help you're looking at by using both. In addition to that, for right now, I might actually take you guys on the computer setup tour here to kind of give you an idea of what I have right now. And in addition to that, as we get to add a couple things on here and there, we'll kind of clue you guys into why I maybe chose that, and what differences they made as well. That being said, I think one of the first things I'm going to need some different audio equipment. I'm trying to shoot everything off of the GoPro right now, so I haven't even played around in my editing program much to know if I can. Like, one of the things I'm constantly concerned about is I don't have any way to track how loud I'm being with my audio and everything right now. And my main thing is I don't want to spike it, but at the same time I want you guys to be able to hear me. So I don't know if I can adjust that later to be able to make it a little bit louder. But I assume I will find that out very quickly. But part of that audio equipment, one of the things I'm looking forward to doing is trying to think of what they're called. I want to be able to have a chatterbox to talk from the driver to the passenger, and I want to actually get a recording equipment set up in between that, so maybe you guys can actually kind of listen in on some of the conversations we have back and forth, because when I first started doing track days, that was one of the things that I missed the most out of my videos, was all the good conversations we had with the different instructors, and them kind of giving you instructions on what you should be doing at this corner. And so I think if I can get some of them back in the car, or maybe as I have people riding along and I'm kind of talking to them, you guys might actually be able to listen in for those. So that's part of what I'm going to be doing with the audio equipment. Also on a kind of tech level, I know I'm going to pull apart my Xbox 360 before too much longer. As everybody knows quite well, I don't know if everybody knows, but one of the big issues with the Xbox 360s was that they would overheat, and the thermal paste inside of them is, well, on the 360s it's getting old by now, so I'm going to take it apart and replace it and put some new thermal paste in there, and hopefully that helps that thing run cooler and prolongs the life of it a little bit. The Tree Newbie cooling pad I was talking about earlier, of course we'll get a little bit more into it when I actually get into the cooler video, but I have one that I have to take apart, or I'm going to take apart to try to attempt to repair fans in it. In case anybody's basing their judgment of that cooling pad off of this video, Tree Newbie handled it very well. They sent me another cooling pad, and didn't even ask me to send the other one back, so I'm going to try to fix it so I can have a backup for if this one fails. It's one of the things I like doing with, most people probably know me for being into the car world, or maybe not so much into the tech world, and I wouldn't consider myself to be terribly like a genius on the tech side anyway. But you know, as I kind of work my way into it, maybe I can kind of share what I'm learning with you guys. But I can't remember where I was going with that. But yeah, maybe I'll be able to actually kind of help you guys learn some stuff from that too. I know I was looking around on YouTube trying to see if anybody tore that cooler apart yet, and nobody has. So that'll be something for somebody else or everybody else to learn off of. But back to the car side, I also want to do a video on why I chose NASA over SCCA. It was a very hard choice. Both clubs have their upsides and downsides, but I'll kind of give you the idea why I chose that route over SCCA, at least for when I'm first starting out here. In addition to that, I know we have videos we got to roll out for April Cars and Coffee for the Mid-Ohio Valley. I still have video footage from Great Lakes Racing Expo. And then about a week ago I instructed a rookie school for Buckeye Miata Club. And that kind of got me started with instructing, and I definitely enjoyed my first time instructing and kind of seeing the end result of, you know, some of the guys that I had taught, you know, shaving time off and going, oh, you know, that felt so much better, and it was really cool. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that, hence why I'm looking into the chatterbox and the recording equipment and all that sort of thing. But afterwards, after we did the rookie school, there was a test and tune, and I got a lot of video of you guys from there. So I'll be putting up a video for that. We're rebuilding an engine in the CRV, or in my CRV, which should end up being my daily driver, but I don't know, you guys might be able to learn a couple things from there too. If you've never done one before, this is my first time actually putting an engine back together, and I'm going to have a couple people, I'm sure, helping me out that have done it more than once, so we can learn together on that one. And then I've got a bunch of track video I've still got to get uploaded yet, from both Pit Race and Mid-Ohio. Pit Race, part of it was in the wet, so if you guys were wondering how that track is in the wet, since I got on when they had the old north track, and they just, you know, finished painting the curbs and everything on the south track, and they just kind of recently put some sealer down. Since I've been on the track, they went ahead and repaved the north track also, so that part of the video may not carry over as much to what you're going to be doing now, but it may show you a different line nonetheless, or at least show you how bad that backstretch was coming down off the hill on the left hand side, how many bumps were over there, you know, for future generations who have never seen that before, how bad that was. And then also a lot of those events that I go to, I try to drag my little brother around to as many of them as I can, and you should also end up checking out some of the stuff on his channel also to see how he does stuff differently from I do. His channel is Socotra Projects, SOCOTRA is how you spell Socotra. So you should check him out also. One of the things that I'm trying to do with the channel is make sure that I divide everything out into playlists. So if you're just interested in the tech side of things, you can kind of go check out some of the tech playlists. There's stuff on there for track video. I'm going to have one on there for events that I've covered. And then, what was it? I can't remember. But also, I tend to go on a lot of tangents, so hopefully that doesn't detract too much from the videos. I spent a few years in the Navy, and I'm sure some of those old stories will come up and that sort of thing. But once again, just wanted to say welcome, guys, and I appreciate you being here. So I will try to do my best to give you guys some worthwhile videos to go check out. So keep your eyes on the channel. We'll be rolling a few more videos out here soon, I think. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you again for being here. Bye.